Have you ever wondered how miracles happen? I've had people ask me that all the time. And of course, generally I say, when we give God something to work with, there's always the possibility of a miracle. Or, if you want to hear it put like this, and I don't usually put it like this, but I don't mind saying it. We give our best, God does the rest. Numbers chapter 6 verse 14 says, "You shall offer your gifts to the Lord." Yes, this is about first fruits giving. It's about giving sacrificially. Done voluntarily, giving is at its best when it's not forced or done under duress. It's done by consecrated people. Think about that. People who are chosen, people who are appointed by God for the whole of their life, which is of itself the very best gift ever. I can remember what it was like when I was little. When I first started to really think about church and Sunday school and youth group and, yes, even choir. I started to read my Bible. I started to think about what I was hearing. I started to think actually about my baptism whenever I went to Bible camp during the summer. And like I said, and I'm not kidding, my mother wanted me out of the house, so I went to Bible camp more weeks every summer than any other kid in my neighborhood. That's a fact. Generally, I was sent with my cousin Richard, who was 2 grades behind me. Richard turned out to be a physical therapist, and look what happened to me. But seriously, I started to think about my baptism. I started to think about the call that I was really hearing from God and the claim on my life that God was whispering to me in my ear existed. And honestly, when I first heard the call, I was tempted to say, hold on a minute, I'll go get my sister. But over time, and I'm talking about when I was 10, 11, and 12 years old, I was little, and yet I could hear God's voice saying, Martin, I have some things that I need done in this world, and I really don't know how well you'll be able to do them, but I think with a little work, I can get you to make them happen. And that's what it's like. How does any miracle happen? It happens when we give God something to work with. Starting with our life, starting with time, talent, and treasure, as they used to say. The possibilities really are endless. What do you have that God could use to make a big difference in someone else's life? As my 11th grade Sunday school teacher used to tell us week after week after week in that class, young people, there are people out there who, if they don't hear about Jesus from you, may never hear about him from everyone. Honestly, I know and you know that this is what Grace to Go really, really looks like.